It's 12 weeks. Down from 248 to 225. I've been dry fasting 20 hours a day for about the last 8 weeks. It took me a couple weeks to get my diet into shape and get to the OMAD and the carnivore and quit drinking the beer at night and get into the dry fasting during the day, eating one big meal, mostly meat at night. Still cheat every now and then because I still like a little bit of sweets afterwards. I've been having a jelly and toast and butter for my dessert. Just one slice of sourdough with some butter and a little bit of strawberry jelly for my after meal dessert to feed my sweet tooth. Other than that, everything you're supposed to do: fortigen, carnivore, dry fasting 20 hours a day, down from 248 to 225. Next 12 weeks, I'm going to ramp up the fasting. I'm going to do it 48 hours, 2 days instead of just 1 day, a couple days a week, because I've been stuck at 225, 228 for a couple weeks now. So really going to get down, but not looking bad for 55, almost 56. Biggest increase is my legs. Can't see it, but the strength of the legs have just gone through the roof. Always been pretty strong in the upper body. Legs, man, it's really a lot just to do individual lunges, the split squats, but I love them. Really want to get to that orange band doing those. Just keep on working. My 12-week review of this program. When I started this 12 weeks ago, I hadn't worked out for probably a couple years, seriously at all. Maybe a couple weeks I would start and then I would stop. Things would happen. I was also working full time. About a year ago, I retired. So I've retired for about 9 months now. So for those first part of those months, I was drinking and just enjoying life and doing nothing. So I decided to get myself back onto the train of working out and get myself back in shape. And I came across this program and I read about it, and I watched a bunch of people in the Facebook users group, and I read a bunch of testimonials and I looked at it. And over the years I have done kettlebells, I've done weightlifting, I've done bodybuilding, I've done all kinds of sandbags, all kinds of other things that were good. Body weight, a lot of body weight stuff. But they always left me sore and my joints hurting afterwards. I would be sore for 2 or 3 days sometimes after doing squats, after doing bench presses and stuff. So I was reading a lot of testimonials on this, and it was talking about pain, no pain afterwards. Okay, it sounded good. So I made myself a cheap one at home from Lowe's. And I had some bands, so I tried it out for a week or so. And I said, oh, no, this is not bad. So I decided to spring for the big bill. So I put the money down and I bought it. And took it out. And for the first week that I did not record, I was quite impressed and I was quite sore. Not super sore, but sore. Of course, like I said, I hadn't been working out for 6 or 7 months. And then when I decided to start recording it, I really started to get serious. I knew if I made a YouTube page and I recorded myself every day that I would be dedicated to doing this, because I was holding myself accountable for getting up and doing this. So now every morning I get up around 6 and I go and I play a quick round of disc golf at the local park, walk, get myself my blood flowing, get awake, and then I come back home, or sometimes at the disc golf course, I'll take it with me, and I'll do my workout, whether it's a push day or it's a pull day, and I video it so I can go back and critique myself. I can watch to see if I'm doing it right, if my cadence is off, and my intensity. So I've been doing all that for myself, keep myself dedicated. It took me a couple weeks to get my diet in line. I started reading about the carnivore, and I've done fasting in the past. I usually do a 12-hour daily fast anyway, so I just started ramping it up, and then I started doing the dry fasting. So about 4 or 5 weeks into it, I started getting the dry fasting, and then I really started just expanding it to about 20 hours a day. I do dry fasting, and then at nighttime I eat meat. Between 5 and 6, we'll usually have dinner, and I barbecue myself, you know, ribeye, tri-tip, whatever. Got my wife to eating that. She's lost a little bit of weight, just staying away from the carbs and the sugar, which is good. I have felt fantastic doing that. Eating one meal a day and just staying with just meat and getting away from the carbs, getting away from the sugar. I have energy all day long. I don't have a crash. I don't feel like taking a nap at 2 o'clock in the afternoon or something. I just power on through. Next thing I know, it's dinner time and it's time to eat. The workouts are simple. Simple is good. Simple means you can get it in and get it done. But they're also hard. You have to really push yourself if you really want to get the benefits. Once you hit that fatigue part where it starts hurting, that's where it counts. That's where you got to push through that. When you lose that full range of motion and you're coming back to that half motion, that's when the pain sets in, and you really have to go into that. Whether you're doing the curls, the triceps, everything, you have to go into that pain level. Joints. My joints, I have no pain in my joints. Actually, I followed the program first 4 weeks, doing it 4 days a week, and then I jumped up to doing it 6 days a week. I have no pain at all. My shoulders, nothing. My chest, I mean, I can hit the chest as hard as I can. The next day I would expect some type of pain. None. I mean, I feel a little tired, but then I'm going into the pull day, so I can use the other muscles in the opposite direction. I just feel fantastic. I don't feel pain from any of this. No joint pain, no muscular pain, and I can push it as hard as I want. When I do my legs, you'll see I'm falling down at the end, and that's the hardest I've ever pushed my legs, especially doing single leg split squats. I fall down at the end, my legs are just exhausted, and it takes me a good 5 or 6 minutes to get my energy back to do the next leg. And the next day I would expect myself to be able not to walk from that type of output of energy and exertion. I feel great. I've noticed my energy level is through the roof. I started playing disc golf with my brother and his friends about a year ago, right before I retired. And, you know, I was doing pretty good. You know, after about 1 or 2 rounds, you start getting a little tired. You're climbing hills, you know, chasing discs, having fun, drinking beer. You get a little tired. Now, I don't get tired at all. I just power right on through. I mean, I don't even feel tired at the end of playing 2 rounds, 3 rounds. We went out a couple weeks ago, and we went to San Francisco, and then we played a whole bunch down through San Jose, and didn't get home till 10 o'clock at night. And I drove us there, played all those 4 courses, and then drove us home, and I was not tired one bit. I was powering up and down the hills. I was ready to play more. So I've noticed that benefit of the carnivore, the fasting, and this particular type of exercise is beneficial all around. I've lost 25 pounds. I was about 250 when I started. I've been hanging around 225, 228, around in there right now. And I think that I need to dial my fasting up a little bit more. Maybe make it into a 2-day fast in the next 12-week cycle, and really hit it. I want to lose 25 more pounds. I want to lean down a lot more. I feel better when I'm lean, look better. So this overall benefit of this program is 110%. You don't need to go to the gym. You need to get rid of everything. I'm going to get rid of all my other stuff, all my kettlebells, all my weights, everything. I'm going to throw them up on Facebook Marketplace. I'm going to get rid of them. I don't need those anymore. All I need is this program and a pull-up bar, maybe to do some pull-ups, someplace to do some push-ups, someplace to do some groundwork if I want to do any of that, animal moves, stuff like that for flexibility. Other than that, this is it. This is all you really need. I feel great. I feel not 55. I feel 35. I feel that much younger, especially with the energy level. I wake up in the morning, I can't even sleep in past 6:30. I go to bed between 10 and 11, get up around 6 o'clock, 6:30 at the latest, and I'm awake and going all day long until I'm ready to go back to bed. And there's a lot of times when I'm going to bed, I'm not really tired. I just know it's time to go to bed, and I lay down, and you know what? I fall asleep. So for this program, the X3, if you're willing to spend the money and you want to get yourself in shape, you want to follow the program, and you have to push yourself when you're doing the workout. That's the benefit. You can start out with the light bands, you can go to the heavy bands, you can do 15 reps, you can do 40 reps. Follow the people on the Facebook users group. You can have all kinds of information, all kinds of advice on there. But mainly for me, I'm doing this for myself so that I can video myself and see what my progress is. I want to see what I look like come next summer. I want to be able to go to the beach, take this off, and just look like I've always wanted to look. And I've never been able to get there. I've never found a diet program that works as simple as this, and a workout program that I can nail in less than 30 minutes that does what I used to do in 2 hours. I go to the gym for 2 hours, squats and all kinds of other stuff, come home and just be tired and just passed out because I totally exhausted myself. I'm tired at the end of this, but I'm not exhausted. I'm ready to go within 30, 40 minutes. Go take a shower, drink my Fortigen, get some energy back, and then I'm off for the rest of the day doing stuff, because I usually work out between 9:30 in the morning after I do my walk at the disc golf course. So this is a definite buy. If you want to buy this program and you want to get in shape, it's worth the money.